Good evening, Cancer ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly welcome you here, as I appreciate both your subscriptions as well as your viewership. And for you veteran Cancers out there, welcome back. Okay, so what I like to do this evening is to basically just start you guys off with your teacup reading here. And I'm going to be covering a variety of areas here. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, Cancer, so it may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope that it does, in fact, offers you food for thought. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay? So let's go on and get started here, okay? I'm going to first start off, ladies and gentlemen, by shuffling up this romance angel oracle cards just to get a general impression of what I'm seeing as it relates to your romantic situation here. And then we'll see what else the teacup reading may have to offer here. So, okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer during this period in question? And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this reading is valid from now until the end of this month, okay? I'm going to be posting more readings following this, but just like to get you started with this one, okay? So let's see what energy surrounds Cancer, okay, this month, all right? It certainly seems that there is a possibility, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to be meeting a new person here that I'm getting if you've yet to meet this person. And this card is kind of giving you an indication that it's time to, get out of the doldrums because I'm feeling that a lot of you have been feeling a bit bored lately. So it's time to flirt a little bit, explore your options and to see what's really out there and what life has to offer. Okay? Along with that, the spirits are asking you to try to keep an open mind because your soulmate might, in fact, differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay? But make sure that you're being very realistic about your situation and try not to rush into any romantic situation fast here. Okay? I'm also getting a strong indication that some of you might need to withdraw from a situation here. I'm feeling that for some of you, you are going to a very stressful or traumatic type period in a relationship here. So much so that I'm seeing the demise of this connection here. And this card is kind of telling me that it might be time for some of you to just go into hermit mode. It might be time for you to disconnect from the world here. Okay? Alternatively, for some of you, you may also be, have had some type of issues where you just want to, get away to kind of get the spark back in your relationship. Okay? So it's several things that seems to be going on here. I'm seeing that some of you may be even meeting a new person. Okay, I'm also seeing an ex that looks like they want to reconcile differences with you, and I'm also seeing an existing situation that seems to be. It looks like it's about to end here for some of you. I'm getting. All right. I'm also getting a strong sensation that this new person might in fact be the one for some of you here. Or perhaps some of you may have already met the romantic partner that you're seeking. All right. And I feel that with this person, it seems that you will have a passionate type connection if you don't already feel this, and it's going to feel like a soulmate type connection here. So allow your heart and soul, ladies and gentlemen, to sing with joy, which is the message of that card here, because rest assured that you, just as everyone else, deserve to be loved here. You are lovable despite any challenges to the contrary. Okay? I feel that you're gonna, along with, maybe some of you withdrawing from a situation or even in fact retreating. I feel that you're gonna have to make a decision here, a very important decision, and it is regarding your romantic situation. And this is a decision, ladies and gentlemen, that you will in fact have to make very soon here. All right, because I feel that uh, for a lot of you too, it seems that your finance and career or your finances or lack thereof might be causing a problem in your situation here, okay? So these seems to be very important issues for some of you, and I feel that some of you may not even be concerned about a romantic situation right now. You may want to you seem to be a lot focused more so on your finances as well as your career here. Okay, so let's go on and just hop right on in into your teacup reading to see what other information that we get here. Um, okay, I'm sure it's going to be more information here that we can add to your romantic situations, as well as these cards will also show us other areas here that you will be having for some of you some progress or some movement in those areas. Okay, so we have the teacups here. I've already shuffled, and they are displayed as you see here. And what I like to do is to create a story with these cards. All right, I like to start off by just, focusing on the more lower vibrations that I'm seeing here. And then in your reading more with the more positive things here. So it seems that you guys have quite a lot going on, okay? Because you have this barrel, all right? So with having that barrel, you're certainly feeling something is really lacking in your life here. It could be, as I said, it could be love, it could be money, or it could be goals, as I said here, in terms of, you know, finances and career affecting your situation here. I feel that a lot of you are feeling very, very tied down or frustrated here with this yoke because you have both the barrel as well as the yoke here. And you're fearing the worst. You're constantly worrying here. And I feel that there certainly is a lot of conflict and tense situations here stemming from connection that many of you have, it seems, with friends and family members here. A lot of discord that I'm seeing, okay? I'm also seeing, just as I saw in the Pisces reading, it seems that someone is, performing spells or black magic against you, or they're just working against you. They don't have your uh, best at heart here that I'm getting here, because you have this bat here and it's warning you that enemies are in fact working against you, and you got to be careful, and this could kind of kind of spill over into several areas, not just romantic. It could be also in your work arena. And I feel that you're certainly going to be tested. You may have already started feeling this way. Something is going to test you here. I feel a lot of temptation. It's going to test you so much so, ladies and gentlemen, that it's going to make you feel as if, with this tiger, that you should be doing something risky. Is going to make you feel like taking a chance at something that's not good for you. I'm feeling. All right. I also feel that someone with whom you are romantically involved, or someone at work here, seems to be acting or behaving fairly stupidly. I'm hitting with this turkey. All right. So much so that it's going to cause a sudden disappointment in him or her. Okay, with this flute here. And you do have a few people here showing in your reading. It could be connected with a fair woman for some of you, or it could be just as easily connected with a dark woman there. All right. I'm also seeing too that all of these problems seems to be adding up, that is going to cause some type of a parting of the ways. And this parting is going to be either in romance or it's going to be in business here, because you have the broken ring here. Okay? And to add more to the stress here, it looks like some of you are about to lose someone, I'm getting, or you may have been really, struggling over someone's death that I'm getting here, because you have the wreath here, and that shows a sorrow over a loss here. And it shows here to further emphasize the fact that you're going to be very sorrowful over this situation here. You have the teardrops there, further emphasizing the fact that there's going to be some type of great personal sorrow. And once again, since this is kind of indicating, looks like a death might occur, or, someone, that you may be thinking about who may have passed over here, it could in fact easily be this fair woman, or it could be a darker woman here. All right. I'm also feeling too, just to, take a step back here to this tiger energy here that's saying that you guys are contemplating doing something risky or taking a chance here. If it's something that involves spending money or just making investments, or even in fact um, trying to um, move back to a situation that you know that didn't work for you. I'm getting here. I'm seeing that there seems to be a lot of danger that surrounds that situation here that I'm getting here. It could be danger either and with your again with your money matters here with this bear, or just danger in your decision making. So you really need to take some time out, you know, as this card has told you here. Some of you may even need to retreat, all right? And just really keep an open mind, okay, with what you're deciding, all right? I also feel too, when I just look at your work situation here, I feel that some of you've been allowing your or just shirking your responsibilities here. You've been letting work pile up for those of you who are working, or perhaps you're just procrastinating a bit too heavily here. So much so that it's going to get you into problems if you don't change it, ladies and gentlemen, because you have the death. And it tells you that it is time that you pay a bit more attention to your work here, you know? And whatever information that you guys need to kind of implement the changes in your life, because radical changes are in fact going to come here. You need to what? You have divine here. Seek out information that will help you in order for you to make these changes or necessary changes in your life with that moon, because they're going to come whether you want them to come or not. And once they do come, and once you do the necessary footwork, ladies and gentlemen, peace and harmony is certainly going to be restored here with the wind chimes. So it seems that most of you are going to be going through a rather rough patch, but nearing the end of this month, things seems to, if you make the right decision, things seem look like they're going to be getting a lot better for you guys. And I'm feeling that, having gone through the experience that you will experience here, it's going to heighten your spiritual development. You're going to feel a bit more enlightened, okay? And you're going to also understand why you had to go through what you had to go through. All right? You have the torch, okay? I'm also seeing for some of you, either some of you may even discover that you're pregnant, or you may even have a child this month. Or if it's not that, I feel that if you've been waiting for a job to kind of come through, or some type of business opportunity I'm seeing here, it's going to come here with this stork here. All right? Because that stork is kind of suggesting that. I'm also seeing too that, as I said from the onset, an ex or a distant friend, someone who lives at a distance from you guys, they want to reconcile differences with you. They want to reconnect here and rekindle the passion here, because it seems that that person really, really did love you. I'm kind of getting here, but the relationship might have just soured. It may have just gone on to something worse here. But again, sometimes going back is not making the right decision here. Your romance angel card seems to be suggesting that you should keep an open mind, all right? Because some of you are very accustomed to dealing with the same type of personality over and over and over again. So much so that it hasn't gotten you anywhere, right? So you need to keep an open mind, okay? You need to continue to flirt, all right? And rest assured, as the cards are telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this new person just might be the one, all right? Or you may have already met this person, okay? So you have the dog far away, which means a distant friend is thinking about you. And then you have the pineapple, that means reconciliation. Then you have the tulip that sits next to it, great passion and the heart, okay? So the person wants to kind of rekindle things with you, and um, they want a fresh start here. And of course, it's up to you and what you decide here, because you're going to be forced to make a decision again very, very soon here. I'm getting, all right? So, because you do have some very threatening type cards here, what I want to do with selecting these letters here, I'm going to go on. There are 200 letters here in this bag. And I'm going to select 20 letters from this bag of 200 here because it does suggest here that there are individuals around whom you need to be vigilant. Okay, so it seems like even with these people practicing black magic, or just some people just working against you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select 20 letters, and I'm going to ask Spirit right now, Spirit, guide my fingers to the right 20 letters to help Cancer determine who this person is, because I'm sure you are in this person environment in some way here. This is why this is coming up. All right. So these letters is going to help you, point you to the people who are, in fact, or person working against you. And hopefully it should spell out the person's name, or hopefully almost their name, or some type of, the initials can provide some type of guidance to you so it can let you know who this person might be. All right. So Spirit, direct my fingers to the correct 20 letters for Cancer. All right. Okay, let's see what we have. We have a J, an E, an L, an N, an I, a T, a P, another P. Okay, we have an I. That's 9 letters, so I'm going to select 11 more letters for you guys, and I'm going to call them all back to ensure that you have them. Okay. We have an S, a T, an A, an Y, an I. Let's see, 4 more. We have an O, another S, okay? We have a U, and we have a G, all right? So let me call them back just to ensure that you guys have them. There are 2 S's. We have an A. There are 2 P's. There are 3 I's, okay? 2 T's, a Y, a U, an O, a G, a J, an E, as well as an L, all right? So what I like to do now is just to go in and just get out another deck here, because it does seem that you guys are really, many of you are experiencing a very rough patch here, and because you are, let's look at a few things that you might want to surrender or let go as you move forward in the remainder, through the remainder of this month here, okay? Something that would kind of help you, with your problems and things that would kind of help you heal, okay? So Spirit, give us a few message for Cancer, a few things that it may need to surrender or let go as they move forward here, okay? So let's get you a few messages here. Okay. As these cards, and as you see revealed in your T cards here, it's time that you surrender unhealthy relationships, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think about even going back here, I'm getting. So it's time that you try to make a conscious effort to let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or, in fact, toxic people, because you deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded, ladies and gentlemen, by more positive people. Once again, you deserve to be loved. You are lovable. Okay? It's important that you do today, or learn today, to surrender low self-esteem. Ladies and gentlemen, you deserve success. You deserve love as well as abundance. Try to set an intention to identify and release any remnants of any low self-esteem that you've been feeling. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself, okay? As you clearly decide what you want, ladies and gentlemen, because it's going to come very soon. All right? And don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. Take action and be confident that you really haven't chosen the right path here. All right? Some of you have been deluding yourself for some time now, and it's time that you learn to what? Surrender denial. You need to learn to accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. And then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions, and you won't be able to do so until you do that. So it's important to be realistic about things. Okay? It's time that you surrender to complete healing with all that you've gone through. It's time that you open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that really support your physical, your emotional, as well as your spiritual healing. All right? And last but not least, with these cards, surrender to joy, which is very important. Understand that certainly a key to positive change in your life is to let go and to also let joy in and really savor it. Savor the moment. Indulge in random acts of smiling because during both the hard as well as easy time that you seem to have been experiencing, what you need to do is to try to keep surrendering to more joy and open yourself up a bit more to spirit, all right? So let's look at another deck here to see how we can make it easier for you to obtain the joy that you're seeking here. To give you, ladies and gentlemen, that unshakable inner peace that your heart so desires. To teach you how to love, to trust, and believe in your true power. Okay? So, Spirit, give us a few messages to Cancer, all right? To help them along in their journey, particularly for this time span here. What messages do you have? Okay. Understand that to further emphasize the fact that you surrender to joy, understand that you are, in fact, the joy seeker. What little victory, ladies and gentlemen, can you celebrate at this time? Okay? Understand that your true tribe certainly can't show up until you do. So, how can you show more of the real, authentic you? Okay? Many of you are going through a great awakening period, just as I said there in your teacup reading with that torch there. It's time that you walk in your truth. Stand firm in your light. So, how can you, in fact, Cancer, trust yourself a bit more? All right? Understand that things are not what they seem, and you are really only trapped by your illusions. So, what freedom are you seeking here? What this card is kind of suggesting here. All right? Understand that forgiveness certainly will set many of you free. So ask yourself what it is that you need to forgive. Do you need to forgive somebody else or do you need to forgive yourself? All right? And last but not least, it's time that many of you turn your worry into wonder, okay? Surrender to the experience and ask yourself what possibilities can you, in fact, dream, ladies and gentlemen, into reality. All right? So now I'm going to go on and just leave you with a very evocative message, which I'm going to read to you on a postcard that I have here from Spirit, a final thought that Spirit would like you to kind of internalize and think about as you move forward here during this time period in question. So, Spirit, what message would you like me to, postcard would you like me to share with Cancer here? Okay, let's see here. I have it right here. All right. And here's your postcard, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to read it as it is written. Dearest you, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds. Yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that by being flexible is a good choice when faced with life challenges. Surrender your fixed ideals to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not of your map or not on your map. Okay? Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. Okay? So, Cancer, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Again, if you have yet subscribed to my channel, please take a few moments to do so now. Be sure to send me over your comments because I certainly like to hear them. And if you'd like a more personal reading, you can contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. All right? Do have a nice evening. And again, once again, I look forward to hearing your comments. All right? Thanks.